All right, folks, here we are back again. I'm getting my feet wet. So this is a bag review. It's a bag that I've had for a while. Today we're going to go over the WANDRD Transit 45 liter travel bag. I've been using this bag for, I'd say probably for the last 6-7 weeks consistently with my work, travel, and if you've watched some previous videos, I'm trying to look at like a 1 bag or 1.5 bag travel system. With my work, I always have to do a check-in bag, and then I'm trying to do like a backpack, carry-on, some type of bag that is not a roller bag, because my check-in bag is a roller bag. So some type of duffel or a backpack for my carry-on, and then like maybe a half bag with a sling, tactical briefcase, or something along those lines. But this is the first review video I've done in, gosh, like 9 months. So don't judge me, bear with me. And again, just kind of getting my feet wet again with how to do these things, to do them as well as possible with a one-take application, because I suck at the video editing. Shouldn't say I suck. It's very challenging to me. I am slowly learning that again. I took a break for about 9 months, as you guys know, if you guys have been following the channel. And for those that are new to the channel, welcome. And this is really just an honest, transparent, real YouTube channel. No frills, no fancy editing. Okay, I don't know why that's stopping. We'll see if it does it again. Obviously, you guys won't see any of this because I'm going to edit out the whole freaking thing. I don't even know where I left off at. Anyways, where I left off, hopefully, was that this channel is based, on essentially a one-take application. I didn't want to start a channel and have to spend a huge amount of time with video editing, cutting content, adding content, things of that nature. One, because I don't have the time to do that. Two, I don't have the skill to do that efficiently. And so kind of what you see is what you get. Obviously, those that have been with the channel know why I started this, in the honor of my son, Garrett. There's a video on that for those that are just joining the channel or watching this video individually. Please, if you don't mind taking the time to go back and look at that channel, or look at that video, and that would mean a lot to me and my family. And that's kind of why this channel started, and that's kind of the direction we're going with this channel. This is by no means a full-time gig for me. It is not even a part-time gig for me. This is a hobby, kind of having fun with it, learning things along the way, and again, realizing how unskilled I am at the video editing portion of this. So without further ado, today we got the WANDRD Transit 45 liter backpack. I've been using this bag for a while now, for about the last almost 2 months, with a lot of my travels, within the continental U.S. And so a lot of my stuff is just within the lower 48 states. Nothing international with this. So it's a big bag, obviously 45 liters. It's got the expansion capability of a 5-liter addition to that. I don't know if it'll fit on all airlines. My guess is no. And so I am definitely not a full-time person at this bag review stuff, nor am I a professional or expert in that regard. So hats off to, I forgot the channel I watched, something Nikki, like one travel or something, and then Aaron with Nomads Nation, Pack and Roam. Those guys do a great job, have a lot of details to it. I'm just here to kind of give you my real world take, my one take review on something like this. What I like about it, what I don't like about it, and just some of the features to kind of give you a gist of what this bag is, and maybe who it's for, and maybe even who it's not. I don't know. I've spent a lot of money, my own money. I don't get free bags sent to me. That'd be cool if it did. I don't get free bags sent to me. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't have any affiliate links, none of that stuff. Maybe someday that'd be kind of cool. Regardless, that will never change my opinions on certain items. I'm one of those people that I'm very honest and transparent most of the time to a fault. I usually get myself in trouble with that kind of stuff because I am too honest at times. Got a lot of funny stories about that from way back in the day. So, WANDRD 45 liter Transit travel bag. Great bag. I'll just I'll give you a quick rundown of the specs here. As I mentioned, 45 liters, the 5-liter expansion capability. It comes in at about 4.6 pounds, and I'm cheating off my side notes here. 4.6 pounds or about 2 kilograms. The dimensions are 22 inches high, 12 inches wide, and about 9 to 11 and a half inches deep. And so depending on if you're using the expansion capacity or not. So that's kind of the specs. I couldn't find the exact material that it's made of as far as on the outside shell, but I can tell you that it is very water resistant, very just weatherproof resistant altogether. And I've used this bag again, like I said, just coming up on 2 months now, pretty much full time for work. And I've had it out in some rain, a little bit of snow, and I've just kind of tossed it around, and obviously it's got some scuff marks on it and some beauty marks here and there, but this sucker holds up really nice. So I feel very confident on the durability of this bag for sure. That's without a doubt. And what I want to do is just kind of run down the bag and give you guys a quick snapshot on kind of what this is. There's a crap ton of pockets on this thing. There's a ton of storage options. And then, I'll give you my general loadout that I have. I have it packed up on a light loadout of what I might carry with me. And just to kind of show you what that looks like. So, let's start off with the backside here. Actually, and I forgot to pack my jacket in here. So normally I have this in here. You know what we'll do? Just toss this sucker right in here. Actually, let's do this. Show you this guy's front capacity here. Like I said, it has a ton of capacity to it. Without even the expansion, I'll show you where the expansion zipper is, but even without using that expansion feature, you can just fit a ton in this bag, which has been really, really nice. So I like to use this bag because when I get to my destinations, what I do is I take a number of items that I need for work out of my check-in bag, and I put them into this bag when I go to and from the location points of where I'm teaching classes at. So, and those items include a lot of training aids with self-defense and de-escalation type of work. So, going back to where I was at. So on the back side here, hopefully camera 2's checking this as well. I'm going to try to be really cool and switch back and forth between cameras. We'll see what that looks like. Don't know. But the harness system, it is very comfortable. It's not super padded, but it's definitely comfortable and a little bit of a contour for your body. But it doesn't have really thick padded shoulder straps to it, but I had this bag loaded out a couple times with some pretty heavy weight, and I didn't really notice a lot of discomfort from it. So I think even without the real thick padding, I think people will be pleased with how comfortable this bag is. I would say if you're going to wear this bag for a long period of time with a very heavy loadout to it, it might not be the bag for you. But with the medium loadout, when I say medium, I'm thinking 15 pounds, 20 pounds maybe. I think this bag will be very comfortable for the majority of people. It does have load lifters, which is great. I do use those, especially when I do have it packed out, and that's been a lifesaver. It also has a sternum strap, which I misplaced somewhere along the lines, so I'll have to dig that out. I don't really use those a whole lot, so it wasn't a big deal to me, but it does come with one, and it does have hook points for carabiners on 3 different locations within the harness system itself. Also on the back, some cool features that are neat, but truly, again, being honest and upfront, I've never used them yet, and I don't know if I will, but it has them. It has a system where you can kind of tuck these shoulder straps away if needed, because it does have a number of grab handles on there, so you can carry it in different ways. It does not have, I'm guessing if you got a shoulder strap, there's enough hook points to this bag where you could probably even do this if you purchase a separate shoulder strap, which WANDRD makes those two for their duffel bags, but honestly, any one would work. You probably could hook up a shoulder strap to this and carry it that way, kind of as a duffel, and tuck these straps away altogether. But I don't really see myself using that, but it does have that kind of system where you can take these flaps, undo them, tuck those shoulder straps away. It is very padded on the backside. It's got some nice air channels for breathability. Oops, I don't know why I closed that up here. And then it does have one hidden access pocket. Well, actually, it's got a couple, but this is one of them. Here on the lower back pad, you can kind of see it. It goes, it's about three quarters of my hand. And I'll be honest, I have big hands, fat fingers, and it's like a raccoon trap when I go in to get my protein scoops from the tub. So don't laugh at me, but that's my life. So it has that for like a passport, some hidden cash or something like that. I've never used it. I don't know if I ever will, but it's a cool feature if you think that's something that you would use or need based on where you're going. One other hidden pocket that it's got too that I'll show you since we're at it. Obviously, while we're looking at this part too, here's another grab handle for you. Here's another access pocket on the bottom. So this is definitely made of high density Cordura fabric here on the bottom and the outside shell where it's not that waterproof material. Again, I don't know what material that is, but the bottom section's made from very high density Cordura fabric, which will take a beating and keep on ticking like the Energizer Bunny. On the side here, you see a water bottle pocket. So this is just a 24 ounce kind of, it's not a slim design, but it's not really a fat bottle. Owala water bottle that I usually carry with me, but it definitely will fit a larger 32 ounce bottle. It is a side zip enclosure to the water bottle pocket. So if you're not using it, you can condense this down. What I use this is a compression strap, but honestly what I use it for is when I put my water bottle in there, if I'm carrying one of my larger Yeti water bottles, I'll actually hook this through the top portion of the water bottle itself, just to keep it secure so it does not fall out. Because it doesn't really have those neoprene mesh or those stretchy water bottle holders. I actually like those probably the best. This does not have that, but it is nice. It does handle a variety of water bottles, and using this clip-in point does add some more security as far as making sure my bottle's not going to go flying out or drop on the aisle and make a really loud, obnoxious noise where everyone turns and stares at you because of the noise that you just made. So it does also have a side zip access here on this side with a little mesh pocket there. So you can see some of the materials in here. I'll show you guys the main compartment here in a little bit. Just a very simple generic loadout that I have. The other nice thing about this, I like about this bag too, excuse me, is normally when I use my sling bag or even really if I'm not using a sling bag and just taking this bag, it's got a laptop compartment. It's a separated 2-sleeve laptop compartment with a fair amount of padding between, obviously the back panel and the area. So it's got that. What am I missing? And you can see too, like there's multiple attachment points throughout this bag. There's a huge number of them, so I'll probably miss a few of those. I'm not going to capture all of them. For those that are not familiar with WANDRD, they have this is the wrong zipper here. They have a kind of a lockable or tamper-resistant snap system to them. So what you do is you put these in here. They kind of line up in a way. You put them in, and then you twist them together, kind of in a way, but I'm probably going to break this thing for some reason. I think I captured this on one of my other bags, but... Well, for some reason I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh, I got the wrong side, that's why. So they have these systems here where they interlock with different zippers with it, but you put them together, you twist them. Again, it's not a cure-all for theft, but it is definitely a deterrent, which is nice. So, let's see. I don't know if my camera's kind of up close and personal here. Here's a top quick access pocket, pretty good size, decent amount of volume too there. I put a number of things like my AirPods, my glasses. What else do I put in there? Sometimes a charger, like a small charger, power bank. And it's also got another quick access pocket to there. I don't know if you guys can see this or not here. Which has got your key clip in here. Same thing, still quite a bit of volume to it. So I kind of bounce back and forth of where I put there. Usually it's just my keys and really nothing else for the most part. Because this bag has so much storage, I don't really use it all. Alright, let's see. So, 2 points of access for this front pocket here. It is separated. One side has a couple dividers in there. The other side is just an open canvas on this front part of the bag. This side here, I have just kind of a generic first aid kit that I carry with me. Because again, I do a lot of stupid and dumb things where I end up wind up getting hurt. But you guys can see the volume of this, even with this side kind of packed out with that jacket that I showed you a second ago. But it's the whole width of the bag for the most part. Not the width of the bag, but probably 2/3 the width of the bag. So obviously, and then it's got 2 mesh pockets that separate that there with a center divider kind of like right here between these 2 parts, and then mesh dividers just below that. So it's almost like 4 compartments within this side of the front access pocket. It also has some attachment points here. You can do a variety of things with that. WANDRD makes tech bags or just small gear bags that you can strap onto the front part of these bags. Connection points go here, and then obviously the bag kind of sits and rests in this front portion. So the other side here, this one is just it's an open piece to where the pocket itself runs from the length of the bag, probably about 75% or 80% the length of the bag, or the height of the bag, I should say. And it's got some decent volume to it as well too. I put this jacket in here. This is just a North Face poofy jacket, whatever you want to call them. And then I also have an Evergoods 1 liter pouch in here with some cables and some other attachments to it. So I have that in there, but you can see from the top side from camera 2, it's got some pretty good capacity to this front pocket here. And this is, I'm going through this bag without the expansion put into play. So I have not accessed the expansion yet. Where that expansion is at, where's my zipper here? It's right here. So you guys can see that obviously just like a compression cube, the zippers work, but it adds, a good volume to that. Again, 5 liters of an expansion. I really don't end up using it. I think I've used it twice in my travels. The other side of the bag here, like I said, this bag is crazy as far as how many options and the storage and everything else. We haven't even got to the inside yet, but the other side of the bag here, no water bottle holder, but it does have a side zip access point from both sides. You have a side zip access, which is nice. I've used that feature multiple times. And this pocket has a little side pocket to it as well. You could also do a water bottle here, or a tripod. I'd probably do the tripod on the other side and a water bottle here if it's a smaller, maybe slim design water bottle. It'll probably fit. Yeah, it'll actually fit this 24 ounce. Yeah, 24 ounce Owala. For some reason I used to call it Oddwalla. Maybe it's just because I'm odd myself. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, here what we want to do. Here's what we want to do. I'm going to show you guys inside loadout. Okay, I just have this simply. I put some stuff in there. This is kind of my typical medium volume loadout. So if here on the front portion of the bag, you have two different compartmentalized mesh pockets, which are great. A lot of volume to those individually. Some look. Well, actually, this is designed to where, which I don't know, it's a cool feature, but I just don't ever use it this way. Maybe I have OCD where I just feel like if I use it this way, I'm going to break down the back, so it doesn't feel like things should be done this way. I have no idea, but it's the zipper design is where it's got a little finger loop here where you just pull. See, or actually you got to pull those both apart here. I got some shoes in here. These are just some minimalist shoes by Witten. Super cool shoes. Amazon, $38. Well worth it, especially for travel. They're actually decent workout shoes too, especially for doing any leg work for a flat sole. 2-liter Evergoods cap container. Just an old school GoPro for some tech gear, some camera stuff. I usually don't take a lot of camera gear with me. I don't do this on a regular basis. So if I carry something, it's like one camera, a couple cables, a couple batteries, or the Osmo Pocket 3. I'll take that every once in a while. Compression cube here, just some clothes. I got about a 3-day supply of clothes in here. Yeah, and that's kind of it on my pack out. Like I said, pretty minimal. Inside mesh pocket on both sides. This is designed, obviously, WANDRD's background is kind of for photographers and people that are into more of that arena. So it is compatible with their camera cubes that they sell. I have one, but I just, like I said, I don't do this on a regular basis. So multiple attachment points within the bag. These little sections here right here are for when you push or when you put the camera cube in here. It's got side access to it. When you open up those side access pockets, you have a quick access to your interior portion where your camera stuff is for kind of a sling around, grab a camera, point and shoot, slap it back in there, zip it back up, and keep beating feet. So that's kind of how that works. And gosh darn, I think that's it. Videos are already too long, so I apologize. Did a lot of rambling. Again, get my feet wet. Don't judge me. Oh, nope, I already showed you the computer. That's probably really loud banging this thing around here, shaking the cameras. Who this bag is for? I would say definitely for any photographer that has a lot of gear that they take with them. Great bag for that because there's so many possibilities of how you could set this sucker up. I would also say this is a great bag for somebody that is doing kind of your weekend plus travel, like 3, 4, 5-day travel that likes to take a lot of stuff with them because it's got a lot of room. Or folks that just like a bigger bag with the possibility of having more room. Maybe not using it at first, but who knows what you're going to bring back from wherever you're going. But those folks that are, within that category that are also going to be exposed to maybe some inclement weather. So highly durable bag. I think when I bought this bag, I want to say I paid like $320 or $330 for it. On their website, check out their garage tab or whatever the heck that sucker is. They might have some of these on sale. I know I did their mystery box thing a couple times. I got one of those nano sling things once, and then I also got one of these transit bags. So I have this bag and in the 45-liter capacity, both in black and in that sage green. I think I got the sage green when I did that mystery box thing, and I want to say I paid $190, I think, for the mystery box, and I had no idea what I was getting. I knew it was within the transit category, but I had no idea what I was going to get within the mystery box. That's why it's called the mystery. So, but I scored because I got the 45-liter transit bag essentially for $190 in that mystery purchase. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of, you know, exciting. If you got the money to kind of throw that direction and you're not too worried about what you get, and that kind of stuff is exciting to you, give it a shot. It's worth it. Maybe. It's maybe worth it. So don't quote me on the worth it part. All right, folks. Again, thank you for those that have been with me on this journey. Thank you for continuing to watch and giving me your time. Time is valuable. Time is short. It's precious. And so please know that from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys with that. For those that are just watching this video for the first time, it'd be awesome if you were able to like and subscribe to this channel. I honestly don't know what's next with this channel. You know, more than likely there's going to be more reviews than anything else, but it's definitely a mix. If you kind of float around with some of the videos that are on there, you'll see a mix of different things. But feel free to provide any comments, positive or negative. I got thick skin. I don't take things personally, and a lot of times I don't care. All right, I don't care what people say or people think. If it's negative stuff. Life's too short to sit there and dwell on that kind of thing. But so if you got comments that you don't like something, tell me, because if it's something that I have the ability to fix or change or do something different, by all means, I'll take that to heart. I'll use it as constructive feedback. If it's just complaining about whatever, then, you know, you might as well save your time, because it's not going to waste any of my time. For those that like this and enjoy kind of what they're seeing, but maybe want to see something different as far as maybe within the channel, or as I should say always, as I've mentioned before in the past, if there's a bag that you want me to review because you've been interested in it, let me know, because more than likely I might even have that bag already. So if I have the ability to save you some money, give you a little quick real review on what this bag is about, or what that bag is about, then I'd be happy to do so. Practice makes improvement. So the more I can do this, hopefully it gets better for you guys on the receiving end of it. Other than that, that's all I got to say. Until next time, have a great day. Have a blessed day. And again, make the time count. Cherish the things you got. Be nice to one another. And more importantly, take care of yourself wherever and however you can.